Xplosion fam, for those of you who are new and just tuning in for the first time, my name is Isis Ashford.
And I'm Keelan Swain.
And we are the co-founders of Xplosion Technology. And today we want to give you guys a great recap of all the things that we were able to achieve in 2019.
Sum everything up.
Okay, I'm ready.
Over what we accomplished in 2019. Starting with number one. Was South by Southwest.
Yes.
Really kicking butt in the competition, and Isis crushed it. Accomplishment number two was the getting the ESU grant and starting this world of MRR to credit on cash flow. Accomplishment number three was winning the SBIR from National Science Foundation contract of $225,000. So that's the year in review.
Starting with highlight number one, South by Southwest. And as you guys know, South by Southwest is a huge festival where millions of people are pouring into the beautiful city of Austin, Texas. And it's also one of the biggest competitions in the world. Thousands of people are applying. And we were the lucky people who made it on the list.
Probably about the top 10% even get accepted into the program.
Exactly. And what your girl was nervous, okay? I was listening to Beyonce, had to get in my zone. And we were competing against every category imaginable. I'm talking about IoT, machine learning, accessibility, health, fashion, AI. Like everybody was there. And I'm like, how are we going to level up? But you know what we did?
What do?
We kicked some ass! We did it! And we won that pitch competition. And there were so many great connections that were made after that. And that was the first highlight that really set the tone of like how we were going to dominate this year. Highlight number two. We also started off really rough that year as well. So in January, we had about $300 in our account. And just to be honest with you guys, like we didn't know how we were going to make it. We had $300 and a client meeting in Delaware.
But we said one thing.
What did we say?
We want to leave it all on the field.
That's what Cuban told me. And I was like, are you crazy? Is this what you want to do? But under his leadership, took his notes and guidance, and we prevailed. So with $300 in our account and a client meeting in Delaware, and the tickets were about $400 to $500 per ticket, we got a credit card and we went to Delaware. And not only did we go and have a really great meeting, we got the contract and we were awarded $20,000 to outfit their total biomechanics lab with our software and technology. So I also just want to thank all our supporters, investors, and friends and mentors who told us, like, you need to do this and just see what happens. And the quote that I live by, again, another one from yours truly, the greatest to ever do it, Keelan Swain: don't ever tell yourself no, let your customers tell you no. And they told us.
That's a really good quote.
Yes, it is. Which is why I live by it. So going from $20,000 that for that project, we rounded out the year at $30,000 in revenue thus far. And from a company going from $5,000 to $30,000, the growth is huge. So this year, we have big plans to at least double that revenue, so we can actually start seeing some really great MRR numbers.
So for our last accomplishment of the year, which was really huge, and I'm very certain you heard about it, was winning an SBIR from the National Science Foundation contract for $225,000. Boom. This journey did not start this year in 2019, going over into 2020.
Tell them, Keelan.
It started 3 years ago, back when I was in college. And I used to bust it to the dance, okay? And it started from 3 years ago. We was kicking, scratching, and crawling in a little known program called the I-Corps Grant, where we got $0.00 to actually prove out our idea to the government. You can call this more of a stage zero while we were in college. But the next year, as a startup company, this was a new program where they actually let us inside of National I-Corps because it is usually only for university ideas who want to commercialize IP. That was something novel that we did our year one as a startup, and we are always accomplishing more novelty things as time continues that no one in our community has ever done before. Mm-hmm. And so even in that program as a startup, we still had to start off by making $0 and 0 cents. But we were able to connect with guys at University of Texas Rice, and as well as really get involved with key stakeholders in the sports industry in Texas. But then we succeeded and kicked butt in the National I-Corps program, the Stage 0. Mm-hmm. And then that year in 2019, we were awarded $25,000 to journey across the world. And
wait, how much?
$25,000 to journey across the world.
That was nice.
And also interview with key stakeholders, over 100 key stakeholders in 60 days. And during this time, the whole goal was to validate our value proposition and as well as connect with key partners, which helped us get the SBIR Grant. Mm-hmm. And that was in 2019. And we submitted our grant after we finished that program and went for the $225,000. And we didn't think we were going to get it, but God works in mysterious ways, and we were able to be awarded $225,000 towards the end in September of 2019. So, and that was involving very cleverly working with another company called HX Innovations to become partners and contract work to win this grant to leverage their IP and our startup knowledge to create something bigger. Mm-hmm. So you'll be hearing more information over that relationship and where it's taken us in 2020. Mm-hmm. And so just to sum everything up.
Okay, I'm ready.
Over what we accomplished in 2019. Starting with number one was South by Southwest. Yes. Really kicking butt in the competition, and ISIS crushed it. Accomplishment number 2 was getting the DESU grant and starting this world of MRR to credit on cash flow. Accomplishment number 3 was winning the SBIR from National Science Foundation contract of $225,000. So that's the year in review, and stay tuned for more news.
All right, check you guys later.